Food is an everyday part of our lives, and it's something that when we think of it, what might come to mind is a lot different than what is actually taking place. We might think of, our favorite meal, eating with friends or family, maybe our favorite holiday. Um, but one thing we don't really think about much is the science that goes into the making of these foods. Um, the five foods I will be talking about are cheese, French fries, cookies and cake, breads, and eggs. The making of cheese, milk undergoes a process called curdling, and the enzymes cause the milk to denature and form curds. The curds are eventually stirred out and heated, and this is where we're left with cheese. And this was made a long time ago by many different people and many of our ancestors. Um, as for French fries are something, you know, we might eat almost every day. We might eat once a week, but they're cooked in a very specific way if you do it right. And the potatoes are cut and soaked and dried, and they're first put on a low level of heat when they're fried. Um, and this allows the Maillard reaction to happen, and this kind of makes your fries a little soggy at first, and then the fries are put back into the oil at a higher temperature. And this is where we get the crispiness that we all love, and the Maillard reaction takes place, um, and this happens when the carbohydrates are exposed to higher temperatures. The next is cookies and cake, and they have the similar reaction with the Maillard reaction. When you mix certain ingredients like flour and sugar and butter and eggs, a leavening process takes place. With baking powder causes the dough to rise. At a certain heat, all the water will leave the cookies or cake and make it flaky. And this is another example of the Maillard reaction. The next is breads. When you're making bread, a fermentation process happens where yeast consumes the sugar in the dough, which causes the bread to rise. This will make it proof, and then you have to bake it. During this process, there's enzymatic reactions happening, and this is another example of the Maillard reaction. Um, the last food is eggs. Um, and of course, when you're cooking eggs, you can cook them in many different ways, but um, when you add heat to the eggs, it causes them to harden. Um, this is also called emulsification. Um, and however you like your eggs, whether it's over easy or scrambled, whatever, um, when you add heat to the eggs, it causes the proteins to bond together and they kick the water out. So it causes them to dry and harden up. And that's just a few reactions I've learned in this class through different foods that I eat in my everyday life.